Hello and welcome to the show. I am back today on Wreckfest, and it has been quite a while since I last played this game. We're going to be taking a look at another circuit mod for this. An interesting addition to the game. This is the Wild West Motorsports Park, made up of 4 different track layouts. We're not going to go to the Tube of Love, interestingly named. Essentially, it's the full track, the main track, if you like. Just the entire layout is a GTA 5 stunt tube. An interesting idea, however, if anything, it makes the chaos less, and it'll be the most YouTube compression nightmare I think I've dealt with. So, as it doesn't make the racing spectacular in any way more than the normal ones, not going to bother going there. We're going to start off at the full circuit. What shall we use? I'm just thinking we'll use something different I haven't used for a while. Speedbird? Sure, why not? I haven't got any of these. I've only got a few of these cars modified. We'll grab Speedbird, we'll go racing with A-class cars. Let's do fairly short laps around here. It looks like a pretty basic circuit on the face of it, a bit like, well, sort of a little bit like Tsukuba in an overall design. It's not a straightforward track to drive. There's quite a few hazards. There are plenty of jumps, which is always what you want. There are plenty of places for there to be a big crash, which is probably kind of what you want. Let's face it, this is Wreckfest after all, and I'm hoping my car will be fairly good. AIs are not bad. This layout is probably the one they are best. I say they're best behaved at. Some of the other layouts, they can be a little bit slow around. It can be a little bit straightforward if you don't do silly things. And I mean, silly things is half the fun. For whatever reason, loading times with these maps are pretty long, as you can well tell by the fact that we're still. I don't know why. Normally Wreckfest isn't too bad on the loading, but this particular one is quite the bugger to get loaded. I might edit this. I might cut it. Oh, there we go. Never mind. Ignore me. We're there eventually. It's probably the longest loading time I think I've had on Wreckfest. Shall we go racing? We are from mid-pack here. A little bit of a rollback. Actually, I'm just about remembering that I need to change up gear as we go to set off. Haha! We're all kind of braking for the crest, so we're going to try and have a big fire up the inside into turn 1. Don't hit the concrete barrier, because that would be unfortunate. A good start. Well, not a good initial getaway. However, we've had a good start after the initial getaway, and we are up to a 6th place. It kind of reminds me of. No, batter us, please don't get us stuck in all of that. That reminds me of like the trophy truck circuits that you have in the dirt games a little bit, only with a lot more concrete barriers going on. It's pretty cool though. It's pretty cool. It is sort of more of a motocross circuit with the jump. It's a fairly basic layout, but challenging in its own place. Well, I mean that's I can't pass up that opportunity. Also because we would have got to the lead very easily there. I haven't actually seen the AIs. There are a couple of corners, and one of the layouts we'll go to a little bit that's quite a lot more technical than this. Oh, good roll to pass challenge being completed by an AI car right there. Yeah, on some of the other layouts, the more technical ones, I have seen the AI get a little bit stuck on the concrete barriers. Didn't see it around here. To be fair, I might have been driving a B-class car rather than these A-class cars, which are quite highly modified. We might go for an impromptu roll to pass challenge, depending on how well we can catch up to this lead car. Almost in a spin to pass challenge, which is a bit cheaty. I mean, roll to pass is spectacular. Just pit maneuvering somebody, a bit boring, really. For those of you that might not have seen a video of mine or seen a Wreckfest roll to pass challenge, the way it works is I cannot pass the leader until I have rolled their car. It tends to be if a circuit I'm somehow performing very well on, or sort of faster than I expected, and we're going to beat the AIs, and running around on your own is a bit boring. I have to try and make it entertaining by trying to roll them over before I can get past them. There's about 3 of us making a bit of a breakaway. I think there's been a big crash at the final corner. Long-range torpedoes are allowed in a roll to pass challenge, of course. It's one way to do it. Although, this might actually get a bit more interesting a race. Now the AI have settled down, we might actually be able to have a race. We'll see if we get an opportunity to go for a roll. I really wanted to land on a car. Landing on a car is still one of the funnier things you can do on this game. Sometimes everything freaks out. And this circuit is great for landing on cars. If you want some of the big car crushing action, this is the place you want to go. There are a lot of jumps and braking zones after jumps, so the AIs, well, will try and slow down. Sometimes they slow down in a wonky place, and you can get an excellent aerial attack, like here, for example. Oh! almost rolled him with the aerial attack. Oh, thanks for that one. No, big rear-wheel drive muscle car. Sort yourself out. Oh, god damn it! That was a prime opportunity. Are you going to be aggressive driver, or are you going to be someone who wants to race cleanly? You kind of get two sorts of AIs in this. You can, there are various mods as well if you want specific sort of stuff. You could, oh, I've got to take down assist on someone, not sure who. You can have mods that will make the AIs clean racing, and to be fair, sometimes if you get in the right race, get in the right place in the field, you actually have some really good clean racing with the game's basic AIs. There are some mods that turn the AIs to maximum aggression, which gets pretty bonkers. You're going to go in the concrete. Yes, you are. I'm going to spin like a Muppet. I don't know if I'm going to catch the leader now. I think I've farted around too much battling with the other big American car. I'm not sure what it was. And to be fair, half the cars get so damaged on here, it's very difficult to see what they are. I think that was a Jag. What was left of a Jag. There are some back markers around the place. We're not really going to catch them. Longer race, of course. They could play a part. I don't think they're going to affect this one. I actually now got to kind of forget the roll to pass challenge a little bit when it's on the final lap. We're still a long way back. Stop with the wheel spin. I've made up some time through this first section. We've really got to go here. It's a circuit to drive around. It's good fun, and I've had a little bit of hot lapping more than, not quite hot lapping, but we haven't exactly been surrounded by cars the entire way. It's a fun layout. You know, you got challenging enough braking zones and so on. Oh, as I saw that wiggle, spotted the wiggle. Come on, we might be able to get this. It'll be a really dicey manoeuvre into the final corner. We might have to go for a little bit of a torpedo. Oh. It's a big torpedo. He's spun himself around. No, I did all I could. All we could. He's going to get it. Oh, and I threw everything at the back of it. Oh, damn it. We tried. Oh, 52 down there. Bloody hell. I did what I could. Okay, we did what we could. It's a great circuit. Now the next one we're going to go to is a bit mad. It is a little bit difficult to follow. And I think I remember where it's going. So, the mod Kart Track. This is, as you can tell from the picture, considerably more technical, quite a few more corners to worry about, still quite bumpy indeed. Shall we grab, I had the Star Beast out to begin with. Let's go for a B-class vehicle. I haven't driven it too much, so let's go grab that. We'll go 5 laps. Fingers crossed, we will have another good race. So, here we are at the circuit. We're starting on the same grid, but we won't be going the same direction. As I said, it is a little bit, the first time you're probably going to want to sit and follow the AI around, because it's a little confusing, essentially, as to where you are supposed to go. So we're not going down that way. Well, we don't want to go out, we don't want to be stuck out wide here, though, otherwise you get forced into the concrete barrier. We head across here, and got up towards this next turn. This is kind of where the back straight, that way is the back straight. Oh, I don't want to be on the outside there. There's a Volvo having a really bad day. There's lots of concrete barriers to get caught on if you are a little bit unlucky. And we're into the hairpins now, which is a scary place to be mid-pack, because you never know when someone's going to torpedo you, or when you're going to torpedo everyone. I'm going to be sneaking into a lot of overtakes. I've not got to, that was a much tighter hairpin than I thought it was. Oh, bugger. No. I've screwed it all up. In fact, we're all screwed it. Oh, we've really made a mess of this one. This didn't happen in testing. Honestly, I think I need to actually get out of this, otherwise everyone will get stuck. Well, the 2 cars behind me weren't going to be able to go until I'd gone. Oh well, it was a big mess. That's what happens when someone tries to torpedo and you get greedy, you try to overtake a bunch of cars in one corner. And the AI will do it to you sometimes as well. You can see the AI have done it to themselves a little bit. We've got a lot of work to do. How far up the order can we... I'll use the war wagon as a brake through there. How far up the order can we go now, having everything gone calamitously wrong to begin with? Oh, that's a big bump. Sorry, Bulldog. Just not intending on that. If you're going to get in a spot of clean air, you can make up a lot of time. Ultimately, battling other cars is going to cost you around this circuit with these these hairpins and how easy it is to tag somebody, spin, and generally end up in the concrete barriers. Yeah, a lot of time can be lost. I'm trying to be sneaky. We've got through all of that relatively well. We're back up to 16th. A win is looking unlikely considering they're 23 seconds ahead. No, don't you do this. Don't do this, wall wagon. I'm trying... See, if you try... The line that I'm trying to take here is, well, you know, ultimately the racing line. Probably the fastest line around the corner. The problem is, the AI like to dive in very, very deep under brakes. And that means you will be at a... well, kind of a crossover point in terms of your racing lines. An AI will dive up the inside of you, tag the back of your car and spin you around while I'm busy trying to take the proper racing line. And that's not good for, well, finishing the race. I do want to knock out the Volvo. Oh, no, I think the other car got it, technically. We're up to the top 10 again. We are up to the top 10. That's considering how that all started, we've made up a good 5 seconds on the leader. It's not going to be enough to win, but unless, you know, there might be a big crash. There's another sneaky double overtake. Yeah, the AI cause some chaos. They really do cause some chaos around this one. We're not going to have a little bit of a slide. Not too big of a slide. We've got a couple more laps. Podium, maybe, if there's a crash. Podium maybe is a real big ask, although there's a backwards something down there, so that'll be another place. Can we get the pickup? Potentially hit, although not if we get T-boned or spun. We'll give the pickup a little bit of a nudge. Only one car out, I'm surprised. I expecting to see more vehicles out of this one. Oh, little car gave us a nudge, we're up to 5th. There's the podium. Ooh, it's going to be a frantic final lap and a lot of hoping for a crash. It's a great layout, this, actually. It's a really, really good layout. The AI might be a little... I say a little weak, perhaps, if they're on their own. They're all right. They tend to run a bit too deep into the tight hairpins, basically. And that means that as a player car, you can get away with making up a lot of time in a fairly, well, small number of laps. The fact that we've come from dead last, stuck in a wall, to within 5 seconds of the leader here says quite a lot. It's just because... well, I can get around these hairpins without, well, bumping the concrete wall and getting everyone stuck. This is like the chain for the front spot, and if they can stumble over one another... Oh, I can't quite do it. I've got 4. We're going to be so close to the podium but not be able to do it slightly. A fun track layout, actually a very, very technical one, a very difficult one in general for the... I say in general, but a more difficult layout, especially with the concrete barriers around the place. AI are just a teensy tiny bit slow. As I said, a little confusing to begin with. Once you've got the hang of it, though, a very fun layout to drive around. Probably a better one for multiplayer than racing against single player. The AI is perhaps not quite strong enough at the moment. Again, this may well be a track that gets worked on. You know, whenever I play these mods, I see them come out on the workshop and go, oh, that's exciting, and they may well get updated plenty along the way. So yeah, a little bit of tweaking for the AI around there. This final circuit, shall we go for... you know what we're going to go for? Where's it gone? Let's go for a bus race. There is no way this can go terribly, terribly wrong. I hope the buses will fit. AI set. There is a bus... School buses. Yeah, this should be fun. This should be fun. Oh, there is a dangerous corner. So this is kind of a reverse layout. Slightly different section. As we head off down the route of the slightly different section, there is a bit that was rolling a lot of AI cars. I'm having a guess there's going to be a lot of rolling buses. Oh, we've loaded up quite quickly this time around. Please... Oh, I was going to say please be at the back. I don't even know where would be a good place to start this race other than about, you know, half a lap. An easy win, you want to start half a lap ahead of everyone. Because, essentially, as we... head up towards these first corners, you're at the front, you're probably going to get power drive from everybody behind. You're in the middle, you'll get power drive from everybody behind. I'm going to get power drive from everyone behind, and I can't really do too much here, which is going to sit in the middle of the group. There's a lot of buses. I actually don't want to be clonking into anything if I can help it, as... Oh, there's one bus down. Are we going to see anything roll? Everyone's been well behaved. The cars had so many issues coming down here. But, The buses, they're fine. Oh, one's escaping. Bus escape. There's a lot of escaping going on up there. Oh, this is going to hurt for that one on the inside. I just got to join in to the chaos. I did see on the gantry there was is it like Lucas Oil off-road? I don't know if this is based on a real circuit. Like I could see this being a real stadium track in that series. I have watched a little bit of it. I saw it on Motors TV a good few years ago now. fun. You know, the big stadium trucks racing is always fun. Yeah, this could kind of be one of those circuits, or whether it's just trying to replicate one. I really wanted to land on a bus. I've not done an aerial attack on a bus with a bus before. I've landed on buses with cars, but that didn't really do very much. In general, you come off worse from that one. So, oh dear. These are actually driving around here like AI-wise. My English is appalling today, but they are doing a fairly good job of getting these around here. Oh, I wanted to get across here because I wanted to go for... No, it's not going to be an aerial attack there, is there? Someone's... I say they were doing fairly well, and then someone got on their side and has caused a mess. This is the general rule of racing school buses. If someone gets stuck, oh, don't push me down this way. That's not very nice of you. If a car gets, or a bus gets stuck, sorry, on a wall, it tends to get everybody stuck with it. So you got to be careful of that one. Oh, second place has fallen over. It's a proper FailRace event when second place has completely binned it. I mean, it would be rude not to give them a helpful... I did more damage to myself than I did to them. Not such a helpful nudge then. I also spy... No, don't do it. Don't do it. Bad bus. Please don't add any more difficulties with getting around here. I mean, the hairpins aren't the worst hairpins you've ever had to deal with on here, thankfully. Oh, the leader's in the fence. I'm going to smack the leader into the fence. And oh, no. I thought I could get away with... Okay, you might have actually nudged me clear of that one, so thank you for that. I saw the leader... Well, as I took the jump, I saw where the leader was. I wanted to use... Oh, Christ. I wanted to use the leader's bus as a... hit that and bounce off and then be able to carry around the fence. Why are we going backwards, folks? Is that still leftovers from when everyone was stuck in the fence? Oh, it's a double rollover! And I got to join it. Oh, it's a triple rollover. I just wanted to go for the crashing. I'm going to be honest with you here. Apparently, I'm doing a little dance. Let's just reset that. How on earth were we driving on our side? Not quite sure on that one how we got away with it, but never mind. We're still in fourth. We're still probably going to get a podium with all of this. I'm having much fun causing... It's always fun causing chaos with the buses, especially on a circuit like this, especially when the buses are falling over. I mean, the leader might still stuff it up and roll. There is a bus completely down and out. Oh, nope, I'm down and going to pin third. Thank you for the recovery nudge. I know you didn't mean to, but I appreciate it regardless. I'm going to be stuck on the outside. Oh, there's no one close enough though to do a full-on torpedo to me here, so that's good news. Oh, he's going to try. Bloody hell. He really gave that one a go. There's more upside-down buses. Oh, we're going to go for an aerial takedown. Yes, this will be very burnout paradisey. Well, it wasn't quite an aerial takedown. Oh, we're going to use it as a torpedo to pin I think a lap-down vehicle, I'll be honest. That was... You know, I'm fine either way, however it went down. It was quite a fun... I think the wrecked bus has been pushed to continue its way around the lap quite entertainingly. I'm still going to get this aerial attack. We're going to get a big torpedo attack, which worked out fairly well for me. I didn't actually get the pass done, surprisingly. I might be able to squeeze the vehicle. Oh, no, don't go down there. Don't go down there. Oh, we are now the leaders! We're leading the race! Don't know what happened to the actual leader. They may have got taken out. I presume they've got taken out, because I've not seen, I don't think. I think it was a white bus that was up at the front. Maybe they've fallen over, or maybe that's them, actually, stuck down here. That would explain a lot. Now, let's not roll it on the bumps. Oh, I say that, and this is now quite the... We're doing unintentional obstacle course racing with the buses. That's quite... Oh, no! Unintentional falling over race. Can we ping that back over? Yes, we can. I always feel it's a little bit cheaty having to do... Like, you can do quick resets to really get yourself out of trouble. Depending on the online stuff, you can set how long it takes before you can reset to stop the quick resets when something's gone wrong and immediately right the vehicle. Because it's quicker than just letting it bounce, and that way it sorted itself out. So, yeah, I prefer avoiding it unless I really am completely stuck on my side. There is quite the collection of stricken buses. Oh god, there's one camouflage itself on the start-finish straight. There's two stricken buses. How on earth did they get stuck up there? I don't know. Oh, the leader's over! And the leader's out. Oh crap, I'm nearly out. The inability to pass up an excellent opportunity. Oh, there's an entire roadblock going on down there. How? I've only got 3 health. I can't punch my way through. My inability to pass up a good takeout or crash opportunity might have cost me the race here, because I don't actually know if we can even get through there. And because it's all concreted in, I don't know where it's going to whoa. Can I just nudge my way through there? Okay, now I've got to be very careful here. We might be able to... Yes! Little bits of nudging! Little bits of nudging our way through. I think there are very few buses still running. I've just got to not break mine. Don't hit a wall. Don't hit a broken down car. Don't actually get any airtime whatsoever if we can help it. I think they're probably all going to go out. I think they're all going to get stuck in that big... I mean, I made a path, but it was only a small path. And I'm not sure the AIs are going to be able to, or going to, try and take it. Well, this has been fun. I've enjoyed this, right? Actually, I enjoy this circuit. As I said, great track. Might work a little... Some of these layouts might work a little bit better with sort of as a online against players. The AIs are a little dopey, but a fun selection of circuits. And with school buses, surprising amount of entertainment. I didn't get fastest lap. I did spend most of my laps crashing into stuff, though. So there is that. That, though, is going to be it for this video. This mod can be found on the Steam Workshop. Hopefully I'll have a link in the description, so you can download it, play around with it yourself. As I said, the tracks are great fun. Great fun to go driving with, even when you go a little bit mad and fill it full of the school buses. It's pretty tough to survive 5 laps with the school buses. But yeah, that will be it for this video. Until next time, goodbye.